Coming up in today's episode of Inspire to Inspire.
I love my work, I love my business, but it was always secondary to my family. So the only reason I started a business was because I needed to take care of my family.
Yeah.
So I think entrepreneurs look at their weeks wrong. They look at what they have to do for their business and they try to fit in. I never knew that online courses were a thing, or I never thought I'd be an entrepreneur. So I never expected money or success. Only way to stand out is to be unique.
Mr. M. Dongo.
Mr. Dongo.
Wonderful time working with Mr. G.
Mr. M. Dongo, and he is a 10x person.
I love your energy.
He just go like boom, 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 boom. It's amazing.
I always love the way this man carries himself with dignity and respect.
Hi everybody, this is your guy again, Munya, aka Mr. M. Dongo, and I am here at the Kajabi Hero Live. Guess who do I have? My brother here, the multi-millionaire guy who has been really helping me from a distance. I've been studying his content both from YouTube and also some of his courses way back. I think I actually get to know some of your content, I think from around 2020, by the time I was still studying actually. Yep. And I managed to actually bring him here, and I'm so excited for Kajabi Hero Live, and he is here. Brother, how are you, Graham?
I'm doing great, man.
Great, man. You know, I just want to know one thing. You know, you have built multi-million-dollar businesses, right? How do you maintain the calmness, being grounded, and like still being human? Because there are so many people who are making just $1,000 and they are untouchable, you know, but you are there sitting with me. Last year, I had just arrived from Africa. You actually sat with me as well. You actually gave me some great advice, and we took some pictures. How do you maintain the humanness?
Oh man, well, it helps to have a wife and kids that don't think you're that big of a deal. You know? My wife's like, hey, do the dishes, you know, and my kid's like, hey dad, like I need to go shopping, get some clothes. Yeah. I mean, I'm just a normal guy, but I never thought I would make a lot of money. Yeah. So I'm a musician originally. I thought I would, if I had my dream, it would be that I would make it as a musician. Yeah. I didn't expect to make a lot of money, but I wanted to at least make a living doing what I love to do. I didn't want to sit at a desk. So I never imagined I'd have a lot of money. So I'm kind of just a normal person. And then I never knew that online courses were a thing, or I never thought I'd be an entrepreneur. So I never expected money or success. So when it came, I think it's just still felt like a giant surprise and a huge blessing and a gift. But I don't know, it didn't really change me. And it probably helps to have a family and have a very normal, boring life at times, you know?
Normal, boring life. But how did you start all this? Like, how did you really get started and start to do all these things?
I was broke. I mean, I lost the global recession, right? 2009. I lost 2 jobs in 10 months, and we had just bought our first house, just had my first baby, and then I lost that second job.
Wow.
And I was scared, I was nervous, and I had to just figure something out. So what I thought I was going to try to do was start a freelance business recording music for bands, because I had that skill. That was the only skill I had, was I could not only sing and play music, but I could record music. So I started a YouTube channel and a blog thinking I would put some content out there on the internet. People would hear about me through the content who didn't know me. Kind of like advertising, basically. Yeah. It was content marketing before I knew what that was.
Yeah.
And I thought they would see what I was doing in the recording studio and hire me. But what ended up happening was more people liked the content I was making, and the musicians were saying, you explain music recording in a way that I understand better than anybody's ever had. So can you keep making videos? Can you keep writing articles? And they wanted more content from me. And I was excited that I was helping them, but I didn't know how to monetize it. But that's what kind of got me going down the path of like, I got to figure this out quick if I'm going to spend time making videos and articles for free.
Wow. So you kept on going simply because like the audience that was really indulging your content, like they were really loving it, and they're like, okay, give us more. So at some point, like especially during that time where you were actually starting, did you doubt yourself, like, am I doing good enough?
The whole time.
Or what am I doing here?
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 years, the first 18 months of my business, we were on food stamps, or they call it SNAP in the U.S., right? Government assistance. They paid for our groceries. It was embarrassing. It was humiliating. And so, yeah, every day, bro, I was scared out of my mind. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if this content's going to work. I don't know how to sell anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's going to listen.
Yeah.
But the good thing was I had no other choice. I had to figure something out. So every day was kind of like a giant test. Like, let me try this content and see if that resonates. Let me try to sell this thing, see if that resonates. And so, yeah, man, I was scared. I mean, it took us probably 2 years till we actually made enough money that it replaced my old salary.
Wow.
And I felt like, oh, wow, we're not rich, but like I'm making what I used to make with a job, and now I'm at home. So that was the first time I could like breathe a sigh of relief.
Wow. Because like so on my side, at first I was not even believing myself.
Yep.
And well, to be quite frank, I wouldn't buy me.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I wouldn't really buy me. But what surprised me, because I used to run my business from event after event, so what really surprised me was like, on each and every event, yet I am still saying that, you know what, Munyan, this is it, you done. Guess what? I'll be like, okay, you know what, let me sell something, and people buy that thing. Even though I'll be like, I think this is the last time I am seeing these people.
Wow.
They then buy. I'm like, what are they buying? So literally, I was not believing in myself. So, and also one of my greatest coach, Bob Proctor, may you rest in peace.
Yep.
You know, he once said that if you don't believe in yourself, then borrow other people's belief in you.
Yes.
What's your take on that? Because this really affects everybody, especially those who are still starting to run their own businesses.
Yeah.
Like we are the enemy of ourselves each and every day. Yeah. So how did you deal
that's
with
a real
that?
problem. Yeah, and to be honest, I've been doing this 15 years, and I still have to fight that battle. Like,
Do you?
Oh yeah, like you have more history of like, okay, I can add value, I can serve people.
Yeah.
But then you go home and you're by yourself, and you still have the same fears or questions like, am I making a difference? So like, I don't think that goes away. At least it hasn't for me. I've gotten better at it. But so like, we're at this Kajabi event right now.
Yeah.
You come to an event like this, you talk to other people who encourage you, that say, oh man, you're doing a great job. Like I met a woman just yesterday who was asking me if the way she's doing her business was stupid, if she's getting off track. And I asked her to walk me through everything. And I said, you're doing textbook the best way you could grow this business. You're actually right where you should be. And you could see like the weight coming off of her shoulders. And all she needed was someone to say, I think you're doing a great job. And then that belief comes in.
Validation.
So yeah, I think we need validation. We need encouragement. The problem is there's a million people, especially in this space, that will tell you how you could run your business or make money online. And there's all of them work.
Yeah.
But just because someone says you should do it this way doesn't mean you should do it this way. So you have to be careful what advice you're listening to, because you have to trust your gut. But I remember when I got started, and again, I was in the music space with my first business. There was a big music producer who was creating courses as well, and he found my stuff. And I was a small channel, a small blog. But he reached out to me on email and said, well, I want to get on a call with you. He said something. He said, I think you're really smart. And I think you have great intuition. Like you have a great sense of what people want.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And just talking about borrowing someone else's belief, like that was the first time, I mean, because he was doing big records for Jennifer Lopez and big artists.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, you think I'm smart? Like you think I have good intuition? Like that gave me some self-confidence. Like if this guy believes in me, maybe I'm onto something, or maybe I have some natural ability. And so sometimes you do need someone just to pour some belief into you.
But should you really rely on those confirmation from men?
No, because you'll get addicted to it, because then you'll need more and more and more. Like at some point, you have to make peace with the fact that not everyone's going to like you or your content. Your brand isn't for everybody. But give yourself permission to pick the one type of person you want to serve that you can most powerfully serve. And my friend Rory Vaden, he has a great brand called Brand Builders. They help personal brands. He's got a great podcast, the influential Personal Brand Podcast. But one of his famous lines is, you are most powerfully positioned to serve the person you once were.
Oh, wow. That's good.
So think about who you were when you had that challenge or that struggle or whatever that was. you can always serve that person and more people like them. And so that's going to give you confidence. There's people I can't serve, but I can serve the person who was struggling to start an online business, because I was that person. I can serve the person who got successful online but then was burning out and getting tired or bored or plateaued, because I was that person. So I can't serve everybody, but if I think about that person I once was, I can have confidence serving them, and you need that for yourself.
Wow. Yeah, because, you know, oh my goodness, this is so good. You know, the main reason that really caused me to actually start my own business of actually helping other people was because, like, so at first in my network marketing business, but this is where I actually started. So I looked back and look at the successes that I actually had. I had my own franchise at 21 years. I had my own car. I had a house and all these other things that I had. And then I looked back and see, and you know, I saw a lot of me starting. I saw millions of my old me. Now, like, oh God, if I've never been ungrateful, if I've never been, I'm so sorry. Let me go back and help these people, because I wouldn't want them to go through all of the struggles that I actually went through. So, and right now I now teach people how to start their online business from their story, skills, and experience. So this is like the experience we are talking about it. And so as you are starting, I know that you didn't have a lot of credibility. Right. You were not the Graham. You didn't have all these other things. So how did you stand out in the market, even though you didn't have the so-called credibility or so-called brand or whatever?
Yeah, so I was a nobody in my spare bedroom with a baby and a wife, and I had to figure something out. So what I love, I do a lot of YouTube and free content. I never run a paid ad. I'm not against ads, but I just never needed to. But I really love free content, because when you have no credibility, the best way to get credibility is to serve people for free. Let them watch a video of yours, listen to a podcast of yours, read a blog, and go try what you're teaching and see if it works for them. And once it works for them, they come back and they realize, oh, he knows what he's talking about. And so then nobody knows who you are, but that person has trust in you. And so then your audience starts to grow and you build trust, and trust is the greatest asset you can build with your audience. And then once that starts to grow, then good things come. So for me, it was super slow, but eventually my YouTube channel grew. And I eventually became the largest YouTube channel in that music recording space. It's like 600,000, 700,000 subscribers. So then other people in my space take notice now because I have a big channel. And that's some credibility. And then you can leverage each thing to the next credibility. When I started as a business coach, nobody knew me as a business coach, but I had made millions of dollars with my business, and I had a big YouTube channel, and so that leveraged into some credibility. So it all, you can stack it, but when you have no credibility, the best way to get it is to go serve somebody, even one person, get one client, serve them, get them a result, whether you're a fitness coach, you help that person lose weight, here's what they look like before, here's what they look like now. If it's making money, I had no business, now I have a business. You serve one person, now you have the testimonial, now you have they're gonna respect you and tell people about you. So I helped so many people for free online, and they went and shared my content with other people. And that's how I began creating credibility out of nothing, if that makes sense. Because nobody knew my name or my brand, but serving people for free and getting the results for free, that's the best way to start.
Wow, I love that. Please hold that thought. We'll be right back.
Catch this. The BNC Moby app is your one-stop solution for all things BNC. This sleek, user-friendly application is your gateway to a world of services, products, and online courses. No more clunky web pages or tedious searches. With BNC Moby, it's all at your fingertips. Imagine booking a session with Mr. Dongo without breaking a sweat, or accessing your BNC SuccessFlix offers with just a swipe. It's not a dream, it's BNC Moby. And where can you find this wonder? Google Play, App Store, and App Gallery. Just grab your mobile device, search for BNC Moby, and tap Install. It's that simple. So why wait? Dive into the world of BNC Moby and discover the convenience of having BNC at your fingertips. It's time to redefine your BNC experience with BNC Moby. Get it now.
So the other thing that I just wanted to ask, so as you were still studying, right? During that time, by the time you were still studying. Quick question. Did you, okay, like right now, if somebody want to jump in and actually start right now, I know that they are going to compare themselves with you, with me, with everybody else out there, and so many other people who are doing it at a pro level ever. And then they might actually start to either copy them or get a little bit intimidated or whatever. What's your thought on being authentic and being yourself in doing that?
Yeah,
Why should you maintain the authenticity of being like you and you and you?
Oh yeah, I mean, three reasons. One, it's way harder to be somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just easier to be yourself, like it's who you are. So I'm all about building an effortless business. Make it easier on yourself. So the easiest thing you could do is be yourself. So it's easier on you. Two, it's, at the end of the day, the internet is getting so full of people. The only way to stand out is to be unique, and the only way to be unique is to be you, because you actually are unique. You and I could, and a million other people could teach the same topic and even have some similar core beliefs, because there's some things that are just timeless principles at work. But your life experience, your family, where you come from, the way you think is different than my life experience, where my family, where I come from. And so that you're always going to be unique in just because of who you are. So you're going to have your own unique voice. And people are in a space where they're now looking for the voice they want to learn from. So they might want to learn to build a business, and they may not want to learn it from me, but they might want to learn it from you because they like the way you think about it. And then third, you want to be authentically you. And the best way to do that is to think of some contrarian points of view, meaning things that most people believe X about my topic, but the truth is this, or I believe this. And you don't want to just be controversial for the sake of controversial, but if you truly believe that, like, hey, a lot of people think this is the way to do it, I do it a little bit differently. Share those things as much as possible, because it's going to attract a bigger crowd, because like, hey, here's this guy saying like to do it differently. And that, as long as you actually believe that to be true, it's going to help you stand out and be yourself and be authentic. So it's what works, it's what people want, and it's the easiest thing to do.
Wow. I can't remember who actually said that, be yourself because everybody else is taken. Because like literally everybody else is actually taken. All right, so to kind of like, well, because we are now approaching somewhere. So I know that you are a very busy person and you have this great family. I love your podcast, by the way. I told you about it. Like, I am watching it. I am listening to it. I just love it. So you also write books, and you have these members that you are supposed to actually serve. You still have a family. You need to be a dad. You know, you need to be the husband. Man, how do you do all these things? Like, really? How do you do all these things?
So it's a fair question. I think it looks like I do a lot more than I do. So, I mean, to me, the business is fun. I love my work. I love my business, but it was always secondary to my family. So the only reason I started a business was because I needed to take care of my family. So I think entrepreneurs look at their weeks wrong. They look at what they have to do for their business, and they try to fit in their family. They try to fit in exercise or the things that they want, the fun things they want to do. So all the hobbies go away, your health goes away, your relationships fall apart for the sake of the business. You have to flip it upside down. So you got to look at your week and say, what is most important for my family? So I look at four things: family time, if you have a family, and if you don't have a personal family, if you're not married with kids, then like your extended family, your friends, like relationship time. Is there time in your week where you're spending time with other people? Personal time, what do you love to do? Like, is it a sport? Is it, I love to read books. I want to make sure there's time for me to read. I like to exercise. Make sure there's personal time, because that fuels you. That helps you become more of you, which, going back to being authentic, is important. Then you need the actual money-making time, the rain-making time. Now, what's interesting about this is most business owners, especially ones that are actually established, they don't actually know what makes the money. They do a lot of stuff, but only a small percentage of it actually moves the needle. So I've learned to evaluate everything I'm doing and eliminate the 80% of it that's not doing much, and just do the 20% that's doing a lot. So for example, I don't post a lot on social media because it doesn't move the needle.
Yeah.
But I will create one piece of long form content a week, like a video podcast, and I make sure that I have a lead magnet and an automated funnel that sells something, and I have recurring revenue and upsells. I have the things that I know make the move the needle. So I spend a little bit of time doing those things. And then the fourth thing in your week, your dream week, needs to be thinking time, creative time, where you're thinking ahead. What's coming down the pipe that I want to do differently? Do I want to pivot? Do I want to write a book? Do I want to launch a new product? Do I want to spend some time looking at my data or my analytics, to see what's working? You need to make that time. So those four things: family time, personal time, money-making time, ideating time. Only one of those four is really driving the business in the short term. But the other three drive your whole life and your business in the long term. I think most people just start with shoving business in first and hope they can fit in everything else later. But you got to do it the other way around.
Wow. So because if one other side is not balanced, almost everywhere else is not there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I always tell people that, you know what, I don't like being busy. I love being productive. So I'd rather be productive just an hour a day and either be in bed the entire day.
Sure.
It's fine, but it's totally fine by me, because if I do something that is productive that day, then I'm okay. So so you don't find yourself in that space, right? Of actually being busy each and every time and not being productive, because a lot of people as well, we then become so much overwhelmed by some other activities that are not really supposed to be done by us, just like what you mentioned. Thank you, Asha, for mentioning that. Then just to wrap up, can you tell me a little bit about your new book? I love that.
Thank you. So the newest book is called Rebel, Find Yourself by Not Following the Crowd. And I think it's really, it's not a business book, which is kind of different for me, but it really is, it's a you book. So I think people are frustrated in life because whether it's in your family, your work, whatever, because you're operating out of the way you were designed.
Yeah.
I believe that there's a designer. I believe you were designed a certain way by God, and it's like, it's so much easier to be you. And so the book is like, well, we don't know who we are because we're too busy being a husband, father, business owner. I don't have time to figure out who I am. So it is like a coaching session in a book to figure out who you are, what you love, what lights you up, and then give you a framework that spells out the word rebel. It's a 5-part framework to figure out what dreams you want to pursue, how to pursue them, how to make them a reality. And really, if everyone's going one way, let's just even take business. A lot of businesses look the same online because everyone's copying everybody. But do we want to do what everyone else is doing if the reality is most of those business owners aren't very profitable and they're stressed out? I don't want either of those. I want to make lots of money and have no stress. So maybe we have to do something different. And so we want to go the other way from everybody else and not be like everybody else. And so the book helps you figure out your unique way of doing life, and that can include your work and include your family, and give you the permission to be yourself and figure that out.
Wow. So being authentic, it's very important, but you cannot be authentic if you don't know who the hell you are.
That's it.
And you cannot do what you love if you don't know who is you, like who you are. So you might end up doing something that the society think that this is good, or that my family think is good, or my culture, or Americans, or whoever, but not you. That was so deep. Graham, thank you so much for creating time to come and actually sit here with me. I know you are supposed to be networking out there and actually meet some other great people, but thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time to come and talk to me. I cannot wait to be with you again on another episode sometime. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it.
Cheers.
Great. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you actually got some value out of this. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.
Mr. M. Dongo.
Mr. Dongo. Wonderful time working with Mr. G.
M. Dongo, and he is a 10x person.
I love your energy.
He just go like boom, 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 boom. It's amazing.
I always love the way this man carries himself with dignity and respect.